Hey guys, my name is Miska and welcome to Overwatch Central. So today I'm gonna be taking a look at some new custom games that Ryan and I have sort of created. And I went to try them out earlier today. It was really good fun actually. And the main thing that prompted us to do this was that we've done some custom game stuff in the past. We found it really fun. Even before custom games was a thing, we had little own sort of custom game that we just did in a normal lobby on Oasis. So this sort of love of ours for custom games goes way back. But the reason as to why we created some new ones now, or why we were able to do that, is because of the new FFA mode and the new lucioball settings for custom games. So there are a lot of custom games already and we didn't really want to make dupes, so we decided to not do too many, but I have 3 custom games in this video that I think you guys will like, and 2 of them are variations of deathmatch, so let's get started, shall we? Alright, the first one is a very simple but great version of deathmatch, which is basically just Hitscan. So you get McCree and Widowmaker only, put them into a deathmatch, one of those free-for-all ones that is, put it on Chateau or any other map that you'd like. Actually, you can do any of those maps that were added in the anniversary update as well. I'll put all these settings in the description below, but you want to make sure that the health is very low, that the jump vertical speed is high, the movement gravity is kind of low, and then also that the movement speed is around 200%. You want to also make sure that you disable anything of the attacks, or abilities rather, that isn't just the normal primary fire for McCree and the scoped sniper shot for Widow. Anything else will sort of break this mode entirely. The idea of this is that it's an insta-gib hit scan mode, and that you can move around the map super quickly. This makes for some pretty fun games because you can just move around the map so fast, and since everyone's moving so fast and have to aim really well to actually hit anything, you sort of have the trade-off of standing still to try and hit something and aim a bit better because you're not moving, but also being an easy target because you are, after all, standing still. But yeah, this is a pretty fun mode. I recommend you guys to try this one out for sure. And you can create some variations of this with other heroes. That also makes for some really fun modes. And speaking of that, we've done exactly that with a Quake mode. Now, a sort of Quake mode was already in the game for sure. A lot of people have done it in custom games, but we wanted to do that using the free-for-all deathmatch preset, as that gives a very good base rule set for what you need. You wanted to make sure that only Pharah is actually enabled, that she's about 10% health, movement speed to 200%, and projectile speed to 500%. I know, it sounds crazy, but it does work, trust me. Other than this, just making sure that concussive blast cooldown is kind of low, and that the jump jet cooldown is pretty high, so about 300% or maybe around there. And then you get a very fun Pharah type of fly around the map and just insta-gib people with rockets type of mode, which sort of resembles Quake to some degree, and it is really fun to play, especially on this map. And that is the main reason as to why we wanted to try out these modes. Chateau-Guillard, or however it is pronounced, I'm sorry, I probably butchered that. It's just a great map for these types of modes. We had the hitscan type of mode first, that was essentially a sort of run around fast with somewhat low gravity, and then the fly around fast as Pharah, insta-gib, quake-style type of game mode. And then our third and final one is actually not on this map though, it's actually with lucioball. Now lucioball actually has a lot of settings that you can tweak. You can both tweak settings for Lucio in particular, the hero, but then also for how far back the ball is knocked, how many goals you need to win if you want to do that sort of setup, and a lot more. So I do definitely recommend you to tweak these sort of settings even for normal lucioball if you want. But in our case, we wanted to create extreme lucioball. Now this essentially meant that it was going to be a lot faster, exciting, and just a lot more eventful than normal lucioball. And don't get me wrong, normal lucioball is fun, but this sort of brought it to a whole new level with just some minor tweaks actually. It's kind of hard to understand on video because if you just watch it, it looks very similar to normal lucioball, but the extra speed and so on really makes the game mode a lot more enjoyable. So in our case, we added vertical speed of about 200% for Lucio's jump, movement gravity on about 140%, and movement speed to about 175%. This gave you a nice sort of feel of getting a good jump in and being able to go fairly high, yet not staying in the air for too long. And Lucy moving around at 175% speed rather than just a standard speed makes for a much faster and more interesting game mode. I also had the sound wave cooldown time on about 75%, but you can actually lower this to even 50% if you want. Just don't go too low because then the ultimate becomes kind of worthless. But yeah, that's literally it for the lucioball game mode settings. It's very simple, but it is really fun. I hope it comes through well on video as well, but it's kind of hard to tell. I had a lot of fun with this though, so I hope you guys try it out. But that is it for our modes, but I'd like you guys to put your modes in the description below. Either a link to a screenshot of the settings, or just type out the settings real quick, or at least the idea. We'll pick a few, respond to some comments. Probably pin the best one to be honest, so we can show that one off. But yeah, I just wanted to get back into custom games a bit, because I've had a lot of fun with it. I've had a lot of fun with deathmatch in particular, the free-for-all version. And overall, I want to do more of this types of stuff. Maybe stream it, I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah, this is a lot of fun and it adds a lot of replayability value and just more gameplay to Overwatch as a whole. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I sure did. Leave a rating and give it a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Overwatch content as per usual. But that is it for this time. Thanks again for watching, and until next time, take care and we'll see you then.